Well, hi there, Batman fans. It's Andrew Hagsley, and welcome to my last movie review. And this time, I'm going to be doing my movie review on the brand new The Dark Knight Rises Batman movie. Now, yesterday at midnight, we saw this movie, and I was really excited to see this movie because I haven't seen it before at all. And we went to the Cinemark Century Movie Theater at the mall, and we purchased the movie tickets there in Soda Pop, and we went to go see the movie, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed seeing the movie. So anyways, I'm not going to talk about the special effects, right now. I'll talk about that a little bit later. I saw with my dad, and it was an amazing movie. It was a really amazing movie. Um, and I'm not gonna talk about what's the worst stuff ever, the bad stuff, that'll be also later. But anyways, I want to talk about the story, and the story picks up 8 years after the events of the Dark Knight. So we learn that Harvey Dent and the Harvey Dent Act has just started, and they had the mayor, they had the mayor talk about the district attorney, Harvey Dent, while he was still in Gotham City, and we learned that the speech he gives out is very nice as well. And then Commissioner Gordon does the speech as well, which I really think is awesome. It shows him in flashbacks when he was still alive, when he was still threatening when he was still threatening Gordon, with and threatening them at gunpoint. It's very nice as well. I really like that. And it takes place after Bruce Wayne has stopped becoming Batman. Basically, Batman, he hung up the cowl and cape, and when a new enemy comes to town, he has to fight him again. And this time he's Bane, and he wants to destroy Gotham City. And yeah, Alfred tells him he can't do this at all, but he has to because that's his job. He doesn't have a choice anymore for it. And anyways, he doesn't have a choice for it anymore, though. But anyways, I want to talk about the new cast in this movie. What I really liked about them. I really liked Tom Hardy as Bane. Now, Tom Hardy was just awesome, and the way he does those things with his eyes, it's just so creepy and really fantastic. Mr. Tom Hardy deserves credit for that, and he's very frightening and creepy, because he deserves credit, don't you? Well, anyways, he wants to destroy Gotham City, and like the Joker, who is Agent of Chaos, this one depends, Bane depends on liberation, destruction, this time around, and he wants to destroy Gotham City with the device, it's pretty cool how he actually does it. I really liked how he played in the other movies. He played in the Warrior movie in Bronson. He did a great job at those as well, too. And yeah, I really like that as well, Then we have Mr. Bale as Bruce Wayne and Batman once again. Mr. Bale has been awesome as Batman in the previous two Batman movies, The Dark Knight and Batman Begins, and I think he deserves credit in this one as well, too, Very serious in this movie. He isn't like in the other movies. He isn't like in the other movies. He's way serious in this movie, and I have to give him credit for that because he deserves it. And he's a very awesome and great actor. If you've ever met him, he would be really happy to see you. He played in The Fighter, and he was just amazing at that movie. He was playing as the fighter in a wrestling match. So he was playing in the movie. The Fighter, the wrestling match, and yeah, that was very nice, to see him here once again, the big screen, and it's really nice to see him again, the big screen, and on the big screen, and what he does, and yeah, the performance he does, it's just menacing, really creepy and menacing at times, but yeah, it's pretty cool anyways, And yeah, I also liked Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He did a great job and fantastic job in this movie. He was spectacular with this movie. He was really spectacular in this movie because he played as John Blake. He also played in Inception. I really liked him when he played in Inception. He played in he played in Inception. Very nicely. And yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Just looking at him, it's just he kind of looks amazing. And he's just awesome. In his own kind of way. Um, he really does look like a great police officer, in this movie. As a member of the Gotham City Police Department, he does a great job as playing as him. And Mr. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, you deserve credit as well because your performance was off. I mean, your performance was out of this world. You did a great job as playing as the officer. And yeah, I really liked, how you acted in this movie. Like the police officer when you reacted at times. When you were scared of something. But yeah, you were really an awesome police officer. Then we have Michael Caine. Michael Caine was just excellent as Alfred Pennyworth the butler. And he did a great job as well, and he was very serious. Like when he said you're not Batman anymore, he just meant it, and he's very serious and looks pretty cool as well, too. And yeah, I really like how he actually played him. And the lines he says in the movie, the line and yeah, the lines he says in the movie is just awesome as well. Like, he means it, and he's very serious about it. It's very cool as well. And I also liked Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. She did a great job as playing as the sneaky cat burglar thief in Catwoman. And it's very cool as well. I really liked her as well in this movie. And she also played as Little Red Riding Hood in Hoodwinked. She played as Little Red Riding Hood in Hoodwinked. But yeah, she was pretty cool in this movie as well, too. And yeah, I also liked Gary Oldman. He did a great job as playing as Commissioner Gordon once again. He just does a fantastic job as the police commissioner. And whenever I see him, I just really like his character, because this character looks amazing, and it does kind of look like him. Like you're thinking to yourself, who does he look like? And he looks like the police commissioner, very nicely. And I think he just did an awesome job as playing as Commissioner Gordon. He was very serious in his role as Commissioner Gordon, and he also did a great job as playing as him. And his performance was really awesome. The same with Anne Hathaway playing as Catwoman. She's sneaky, a jewelry thief. It's very nice. She was not kind of like in those movies, like that Batman Returns movie, like Michelle Pfeiffer with Catwoman. Or like that Julie. Her, cat ears they do kind of look like Julie Newmar's cat ears, and it's really nice. I mean, when I saw pictures of her, first of all, she was just amazing looking. I really like her, really nicely done. I like how her cat ears are just like something that she wears over her head, like in the movie. And it's really cool as well. I really think that is really smart of her. I really think that is really smart of her to make that kind of stuff. Really cool as well, too. Then we have Morgan Freeman, very nicely. He plays as Lucius once again in this movie. It's just awesome to see him play in this movie. Because it's really awesome. Because it's really awesome to see him play like as the CEO, Wayne Enterprises supervisor again, like who helps Bruce Wayne like with this quest to become Batman once again. And I think they just did a great job at like putting Morgan Freeman's character into this movie, because you can see him in a lot of scenes. It's really cool as well. Like when he's explaining to Bruce Wayne about the bat, it's very cool as well. It's very cool as well too, which I like. When he's explaining to him about the new vehicle that he will use, like the air flying vehicle, the bat. It's really cool as well. Too. And yeah, I really liked the Bane's prison, like the part scene in the movie, like when Bruce Wayne is in it, and I really liked that as well. And I really do enjoy those. And I also like Matthew Modine. He plays as Detective Foyle, and I think that's pretty cool that they did that. and 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 that's pretty cool that they did that with Matthew Modine. Like Matthew Modine plays as detective detective police officer Foiler, he plays as the or like he plays as the chief of police, like as a police officer, Detective Foily, like Detective Foily, the chief of police. And yeah, it's really nice as well. And yeah, it's really nice as well too, And yeah, I really liked it as well. It's a really cool movie. Um, really liked it as well too, And yeah. And yeah, I really liked a lot of the things about this movie, but I did not like one actress. I mean, I did not like one actress at all, and her name was Marion Cotillard, and she played as Miranda Tate and Talia al Ghul in this movie. I didn't really like Talia al Ghul or Miranda Tate in this movie at all, and she acted like she didn't do a better job at it at all. I mean, they could have put another actress in this movie, maybe another one, but I didn't like that at all. And I also didn't like that they did not include the Joker at all. I mean, why could they not include the Joker? I mean, he was in the Dark Knight, but they could have just included him. They would have included him in the movie. They they would have included him in the movie as well too. And yeah, what I really liked about this movie, I really liked the fight scenes. Now, the fight scenes with Batman and Bane, battling in the sewers, the battle scenes, it's really cool. I really like that. I like how Bane actually broke Batman's back. Because I was wondering if he would do it, and yeah, he already did it. And I also liked the fight scene when they were at City Hall, in Gotham City, fighting, and it's really cool as well. And I really like how they've actually, like, how they fight with each other and how, like, he's interrogating, Bane when he's already fighting with him. Really nice, he looks really menacing. And just the stuff, that Tom Hardy does, with his eyes, it's pretty cool, And, it's pretty cool, too, And anyways, I really liked the battle scenes, the fight scenes, with the mercenaries and henchmen, like with Catwoman and Batman, like them fighting like the bad guys or the criminals off. It's pretty cool, And yeah, anyways, this movie is just awesome. And all the scenes in this movie, they were awesome. Some of the scenes were just sad and tragic. The music was intense. It's really suspenseful, and yeah. And yeah, this movie is just amazing, all of the scenes in this movie, the, fight scenes, the scenes with the suspenseful music, really nicely done, it's very intense, this is really not for kids at all. This is way more frightening than The Dark Knight or Batman Begins ever were, Oh, but those are frightening as well too, those are frightening as well too, But anyways, what's pretty cool is that I really liked, also, I liked the plane scene when, Dr. Pavel and Bane were on the plane and he was, like, threatening to, like, throw them out of the plane if they weren't talking. Bane talked and then he kind of, like, fighted, like, with Dr. Pavel and his henchmen, and then the plane crashed to the ground. They survived and they didn't want to die or anything at all, And that kind of reminds me of the bank robbery scene from The Dark Knight when the Joker was robbing the bank, Kind of robbing the bank, and yeah, it's very nicely done with this henchman, like, they wanted to, get the money, and anyways, I give this movie a 10 out of 10 because it's awesome, suspenseful, and it's a great superhero movie, too as well, And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review and you buy and have a very nice day. This movie is just amazing, and if you haven't seen it, please go see it. Yeah, Until next time, the Senator Huxley signing off. Bye bye, everybody.